Hello, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to make the base with you, and I gave you the measurements, but also the cutting guide is down below, so you can always look it back. But one thing, everything that I score, I gave the measurement in centimeters, not inches. Be careful for that. The base is going to be 20 by 20 centimeters. And that is the size of it at the end. You need one piece of 20 by 20 centimeters. Then you're going to need two pieces of 23 by 20, one moment, by 20 centimeters. And you're going to score it at length of 23 centimeters, at 1 centimeter and 3 centimeter. And with the other one of 23 by 20, excuse me, you're going to score it also at 1 and at 3 centimeters. Yes? This is a piece of scrap that you don't need to score. This is my scrap. Use your scrap, whatever you have. My measurement is 15 by 20 centimeters. But that is not how it is at the end. Let's just use a piece of scrap. That is what I'm using. Then we're going to make also a pocket. You need size of 22 centimeters, but cut it off a little inch, little slice shorter. Why? I'm gonna explain it later on. You're gonna score it at 3 sizes. At the side of the 23 centimeters, you're gonna score at 1 centimeter, at the long side 1 centimeter, and on the others, so on two sides of the short side 1 centimeter, and one time at the long side 1 centimeter. That's the pocket. Then we're going to use a piece of, that is also for me a scrap. This the length of an A4 size is 29 centimeters by 15 centimeters. That you're going to score at 11, 22 and 22.5 centimeters. So at the size of 29 centimeters, you're going to score at 11, 22 and 22.5 centimeters. Yeah? Okay. That is what we now need to score. Grab your piece of 20 by 20 centimeters and put that aside for just a minute. And we are going to fold the size of the 23 centimeters at the 1 centimeter and the 3. We're going to score it. And you're going to do that at both of them. Right. Sorry. And what you then need is, I do it with double-sided tape, but if you prefer it with wet glue or of something else, be my guest. But I prefer double-sided tape. And I put the tape on the side of the 1 centimeter fold. And you're gonna be we're having a hinge. One tip: burnish with your bone fold or whatever you have, so it will be better touching on your cardstock. For neither side, we're gonna cut at both sides. Oh, a little corner, but don't cut it over the fold line. Just before the fold line, cut a little piece of angle. Hope you can see it. Do that also on both pieces. That is when you don't, when you put your design paper on it, you don't really see the edges. That will look like, yeah, much prettier. Okay. Grab your piece of 20 by 20. I cannot find my pocket. Yes, there he is. What I always do is a little piece of the backing of the tape I'll make loose, and I prefer a little bit of wet glue, because when you use double-sided tape, then it is it's taped, it's stuck. You cannot easily open it again. So, and with wet glue you can slide it a little bit. That is why I prefer also a little bit of wet glue. And when you do that, well, you're gonna put it a little bit towards me, because otherwise I cannot see it. All right. You put it right on your piece of, you see a little bit of tape, and before I glue it, I'll touch it a little bit over with my hands, because you keep seeing that. And as you can see, oh, one moment. And then you put it right from corner to corner. That is why burnish it. So that is the left side. But we have another one. Grab the other one And we do that the same. And the reason that you don't put it over the corner, the fold line, is because this one till that one, how you can see it, is the exact same height of your base. So I put it all of it loose. So you put your and you do it at the same way. And so that I have to see it a little bit better when I put it a little bit closer to me. Lay your with the fold line flat. As you can see, that is why I prefer, yes. Also, if you smell burns it, put an angle in it and a little bit of fold line in it. As you can see, I fold not really right on this side, but later on when I use the design paper, excuse me, design paper, you don't see it anymore. Okay, put this aside. Then grab your buckets. Also, I'm using double-sided tape, and I put the double-sided tape on all three sides, on all three hinges. And I do that before I fold it. Do you prefer it before, after you fold it? Do what you want. Also for this is what you prefer. One does this one, the other one does it on the other side. What is right and what is wrong? I always say it's very personal. I fold it. Use your nails or whatever to fold it better or easier. I always say what is right and what is wrong. Now, as you can see, when you fold it, this like, because it's gonna be like this. As you can see, that is bulky. Now, what you then do is you cut out an angle, but don't do it too closely till the fold corner to the corner, because then you see it. Just a little with an angle. That you have it like this. And the other side, you do it exactly the same. burnish again. That's also always what I do. Then pull a little piece of the backing of your double-sided tape. Do it on both sides. So this will be better. As you can see, you see a little bit from the other hinge cut it off, and you don't see it. Nothing. The other side exactly the same. Now you have a straight angle, straight corner. Okay. This is going to be on the left side. And the reason why I cut it off a little slow, a little piece of hair shorter, is because otherwise you cannot fold it. And now you can fold it. The pocket won't disturb the fold. Here I do the same. Pull off a piece of the backing, both sides. And always what I do is I start in this angle. Oh, sorry. I have to pull off the right side. Watch that you don't make the same mistake, almost as I, that you do it, the opening on the right side. Oh. I don't use glue. If you are starting, I understand why you will use a little bit of that glue. Also here in the corner. I pull it a little bit slow to me. So I can see it better, because if you don't glue it right, you can see it. Hold it steady with your hands, pull off the tape. Watch that you make it right. The other one exactly the same. And then we have another backing. And we do that there. The same way, but it will be easier because that is already glued, so that will be easier attached to the paper. Burnish it. And as you can see now, show you. Now we have a pocket. And also with a lot of room to put something in, like photos or mats or whatever you want or prefer to then you give it to somebody or as a present or whatever. You can put in a lot of stuff. Okay, that's the base. What I've also a lot do is work with the hinges, because when you work on it, it will be left, right, left, right. Okay, that's the base, but there's coming more. But this one, I have to put design paper, and on this side the same. So I'll be right back for this or that, whatever. So stay watching and see you in a few minutes. Till soon. Okay, now first of all, I have a piece of, and that's gonna be on this side, and I got a piece of the base. Middle base is 20 by 20, and I got a piece of 19.7 by 19.7 centimeters. And I'm gonna use the stress inks, and I'm gonna use the vintage photo. This paper from the Grunge, I think, yeah, a vintage grunge romantic grunge style. I'm not gonna distress it with a paper distresser, but I'm only gonna use distress it with ink. And I can show you why, because where I cut it, you can see a white from the paper. And when you distress it with inks, you cannot see it. It's more nice, flawless with everything else. Well, that is, you're gonna glue it already. The other side is also so beautiful, but I'm gonna use this side. I'm gonna use no double-sided tape, but wet glue. No. Sorry for that. Luckily, later on, this will be with design paper. Okay. And yes, I love that you show a little bit of black, in this case a black border. Yeah. Burnish the glue. because I'm using a little bit more glue here because I pull it off. Okay. Put this aside. Then grab your piece of 15 by 29 centimeters. Fold the score lines. Because on this one we use a little slab, half a centimeter. What I then do is I grab a ruler and one moment, and I grab so that way the paper easy. Or some people use their nails. Actually, what you do have is now a little bit of an envelope. That's what you have. Okay, but I want a closure. I'm using I am using magnets. That is what I am using. Do you prefer something else or whatever? Use what you prefer. Okay. A sip of my coffee before it will be cold. First, close my glue before it will dry out. It won't be the first time. Okay. When you use magnets, do it before you put your design paper on it, because it is nicer and more beautiful than you do it beneath the design paper. What I usually do is, yes, I'm using 2 sets. One here and one there. Use a little bit tape. Don't do it too small, too tight to the edges. That is for your design paper. Okay. Then, yes, I'm using this design paper. I got a little piece of yes. First of all, I cut off 2 millimeters because yeah, 1 moment. I always say measure twice, cut once. Yes. Also here I want to have a little border. Then my piece is 10.4. This will be 10.4 by 14.7 centimeters. This I also use my disperser. Here I don't know what kind of the design paper you are gonna use, but if you don't, you have a design paper you don't want to, don't. I keep saying prefer what you like. Sometimes it's better. I'll see if I have a piece of paper what is contrasting, because sometimes you don't see it good. Black on black or brown on brown, sometimes it's hardly to see. That is why I'm using contrasting paper. Yes. For this, I pull off the backing of the double-sided tape. I put some glue on it because I don't know. Yes. Yes. Now you see especially mostly when I do this is because sometimes I didn't put enough glue in the corners. This one has a small nozzle, so you can do that easily. Because it is so You don't want it to cut it loose or anything else. Okay, then you have the magnets. What I do, I let the magnets find themselves, the plus and the minus, because the plus on plus doesn't match. So the one side has a plus side and the other side has a minus side. Some magnets you can see it, but on this one you don't. When you don't see it, let them find themselves. Okay, also here I'm going to use a little bit of double-sided tape. This one, oh, be careful because you have a hinge here, and that the hinge is straight. Otherwise you will always, you don't want that because otherwise it won't be flat. And these are really strong magnets. What you can do is when they don't, and sometimes what will help is put a little bit of glue on it. Make sure this is straight angle. So. Yes. Then you put glued design paper on it. It will touch better, so that's no problem. Okay. What I use is what I had in mind is, let's see, that you have a little bit of contrast. Yes. I like a little bit of contrast on my papers. So this both sides will be dark and the middle is a little bit lighter, brighter. Okay. Also this, don't distress it. I hope you can you follow me or my site or whatever. Do you have questions? Ask below. Maybe I can help you, or I'll try to help you. This is also my first time I do my tutorials in English. And I hope that you can understand me good. I do my best. But that's more that nothing more that I can do. I told a friend of mine that I will do this the first time in English. And she said, girl, you can do this. For you, that's not a problem. And why not? Because always when we are somewhere in Turkey or Spain or whenever, wherever, or England, I always speak English because, oh, it's the wrong side, because I can express myself, yeah, how do I say that? I can tell it better in English. And I know the first time we were in Turkey, and in 5 seconds I was going from Dutch to German to English. And she stood next to me and she had her mouth open. I said to her, close your mouth. She was flabbergasted. How do you do that? She said, don't think too much. It was one time in England, on Mallorca, where I was spending a lot of time with English people, and I was in my bed and I was dreaming. I was thinking in English. And I think, oh my God, that says enough. Okay, well, I'm gonna glue it. Okay, this is the bottom one. Yeah. Oh, I forgot to cut a little piece of it. A little bit, yeah. Use a little bit more of glue because watch out in the corners. Yeah. I don't know if you hear it but it is a lot of rain today. It was very, very cold. It was not nice. Then I thought, oh my God, where's the spring? Where's the summer? Oh God, I need the summer. I need the sun. Sadly, I had also COVID. And yes, I also here a slide off. Sadly I had COVID, and was actually a little bit afraid. For I'm a lung patient. I have lung problems, and that was very going to be hard for me. But luckily I had a mild one, but I'm still a lot of tired of it. And that is oh, beautiful. You can see that was the same sheets. Yeah, I had still that I'm very tired. Everything what I do, no matter what, I have to take my time. I hear it from a lot of people who had it also. So luckily I'm not the only one. and I always thought it won't. I always thought it will be not on my side, but sadly it does. Okay, this is that way. Okay. Use a little bit of glue also here. Let's see, I do it. Okay, yes. Burns, when you use magnets, it burns it well over the magnets, that you know for sure it will attach well to the paper. Okay, then we do have this one. Yes. And I like that one. This, what I said, this is my first time that I do it in English. Maybe I'll do more. I don't know it yet. But if you like to see over here and to hear more English tutorials from mine, please let me know. I would love to hear what your thoughts are about it. Just a little bit open. The glue that I'm using, that glue is a Dutch doobadoo. It's a Dutch glue, and it dries clear. When it is dry, it will clear. You don't see it anymore. This side, we don't use design paper because you don't see it. Because it will be in the book like this. Maybe I'm using something about it, or you can use it for photos, what you like. Maybe I don't glue it yet, because maybe I will use it as a pocket. I don't know it yet, but that is for the next time. So I hope you enjoyed it, and do you have questions, please let me know. And if you are really not yet you are watching over my YouTube channel, I'm sorry, I'm babbling. I'm sorry. Do that. There are more tutorials and everyday lives or whatever are coming. This one, the crunch style folio, is more episodes. There are more to come. I'm not ready yet. If you like it, do a thumbs up. Do you have a question? Also put a reaction on it. I will see if I can help you. And click on the notification bell, because when there is a new tutorial online, you can really immediately get a notification. I'm gonna stop. Thank you for watching and see you next time. Bye bye bye.